All praises to the Most High. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Oops, sorry. Welcome, beloved. Thank you for being here. Then again, as you know, as usual, family here, 2/3 and stuff. I will be interrupted if that happen, like the camera and things like that. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just that's how things happen. Thank you for being here. Now, before we move a little bit forward, we simply don't want to confuse the nation. Anybody aware of what happened over there in Thailand? Before we go further, do you know what happened in Thailand? Okay, at least right now you should see this, man. You know, unheard of, brethren, unheard of. All right, all right. Then. Now, for the people that do not know what happened over there in Thailand this morning, a former police officer, okay, he went into daycare where they have little children, and then he blasted the whole place. He took out 22 of them. Okay, it took out. Last time I checked, it was if not, it's 45. It took 45 out. Okay, take a bunch of adults, and then he went home, took his wife and his child, 998 them. All right. So when things like that happen, okay, when thing like that happen, all right, and people think like, yo, oh, this just happened because for the sake of happening. That's not what that is. That's not what that is. This is straight up revenge. This is straight up punishment. Our power is not playing. Okay. Oh boy, clean this thing. Okay. Our power is not playing. People think like when this thing happened, it just happened by mistake. Things like that, you hear like it happened in the US and stuff like that mostly. Now you've been seeing this thing, it happened in Russia multiple times. And this isn't the first time that happened in Thailand. In 2020, during the lockdown, a soldier, a soldier came in. This soldier came in, beloved. He did the same thing. He went to a school, I believe. He knocked out a bunch of kids, and now you have a police officer that went in and did the same thing. This is no coincidence. You see, that police officer that did this, according to certain group of people, this fellow was supposed to come in the hood and do that. He was supposed to come bring Jacob's trouble. Now, in that place where that thing happened, in that preschool or daycare, they don't have, well, kids that don't look, well, I'm assuming they do not have children that look like our children. So they would not blame this thing on anything. They won't blame it on well, this cop was an ex-drug task force master or some kind of dude that went. He was some kind of DEA agent over there, and then he went and commit this horrible crime, and nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody's saying how violent those people are. Nobody gonna say how they are the 13% of their population on their own land. Is that what that is over there in Thailand? And which was known as Siam. Okay, they keep Thailand was known as Siam or Siamese twins. That's where the term came from. Siamese cat or Thailandese cat or Thai cat. And now they changed the name back in the 1980s. They call it Thailand, I guess. Yes, 70s or 80s. Okay, so that's how they do. When they swagger Jack Harlan, they rename them, they rename them. Zaire become Congo. Is that what that is? And then they keep rename stuff and until you forgot what it is. 2-3 generation, you forgot the name of the land. Okay, that's one thing that happened over there. In Texas, there was this family. Okay, they look like Arabs family. They had a trucking business. Okay, a video camera showed how a guy came in the business. Okay, the guy abducted them. All right, the guy abducted them, took them out. It was the wife with an 8-month-old, the husband, and the uncle. 4 of them. They took all 4 of them, and now they find their body, the decomposed body. Okay, they are truckers. Well, they are in the truck business. Okay, they look like Elamites or Arab, one of those people. Okay, which shows you how 83 is catching hell. The violence is incredibly increased in the midst of them. Yeah, that's what they're trying to make this dude look like some guy. He kind of like, oh, if he's not black, he's Hispanic. No, that was in Merced, California. All right. What's going on? What seems to be the issue now? What seems to be the problem? Why is it that the so-called 83 cannot catch a break? At the moment we are speaking right now, they are on rescue and recovery somewhere in Ukraine where Russia launched a bunch of missiles and they destroy and kill a bunch of people. Still now they don't say, oh, this is how much people that perish. They wanna tell you, oh, Russia hit a residential area, nobody died. They literally calculated on purpose, targeted a town. They sent a bunch of missiles over there. They hit nothing. They hit an empty residential place. That's what it is, an empty. Now, you know what? Oh, I thought I could have plugged this. This is something funny. Oh, last month or 2 months ago, Ukraine and had the general, the Russian friend Vladimir Putin general daughter got killed in some kind of bomb attack and in some car. Oh, the U.S. didn't know anything about that. They didn't tell us. They just did. They just attacked. They didn't. What? Who's been giving them all those? You know what? Let me play this, man, because this thing is so funny. this was like the funniest hitch I ever heard. Like, oh well, we weren't aware of that and stuff. Let me play this for the nation so you would know exactly what's going on.
The latest now in the war in Ukraine. In the face of losses, Russian President Vladimir Putin is claiming control of Europe's largest nuclear plant, threatening to annex more land in Ukraine. Britt Clannett reports from Ukraine. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning, George. Yeah, Ukraine is continuing to smash through Russian lines while Russia launches more indiscriminate attacks on civilian areas now for the first time in downtown Zaporizhia. This morning, Russian missiles rocking the city of Zaporizhia. This video circulating online shows the aftermath of the attack. Witnesses say 7 missiles hit a residential neighborhood, reducing this apartment building to rubble.
What the hell?
These attacks come as Ukrainian forces keep up the pressure on Russian troops. The Kremlin now laying...
The screen just turned black. I guess that's Apple for you.
The latest now in the war in Ukraine. In the face...
If you put the thing to...
Vladimir Putin signed into law the illegal annexation of 4 Ukrainian regions. The Kremlin now laying claim to more territory. We will keep consulting residents who would be eager to embrace Russia. Putin also officially announcing Russian control of Ukraine's Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, Ukraine's foreign ministry calling it a criminal act. On Wednesday, the New York Times reporting American officials believe Ukraine was behind the car bombing in August that killed the daughter of a prominent Russian nationalist, Alexander Dugin, Putin's ideologue. His reaction seen here on Russian state TV. The Times report says U.S. officials say they were not aware of the operation beforehand, provided no intelligence or other assistance in the car bombing, and would have opposed the killing had they been consulted.
Okay, the U.S. You killed this guy's daughter. This is murder right here. This is a crime. All right, you literally car bomb. Okay, kill this guy's daughter. He had nothing to do with anything. He was just this fellow. And we didn't know about this. We didn't know how it happened. They didn't tell us. Okay, we were not aware beforehand. They didn't provide no intelligence. Are you kidding me? You had the Central Intelligence Agency did not know. They did not have any intelligence of that happen. And then if they did tell us, we would have opposed. We've been sending all those weapons over there. You people make it seems like you only sending like bullets or ammunition. Or bullets. Like you do send bombs. Where do they get those bombs to do those things? You provide information. Now this thing happened. Oh well, hey man, I didn't know this. If I knew, I would have opposed. We didn't know anything. Don't be blaming us. Well, that's murder. That's murder right here. This guy, his daughter has nothing to do with this. You kill a poor innocent fellow. She didn't have nothing to do with it. You beefing with somebody. That's like you are beefing with me, and then you find out like one of my subscribers that sent me an email whatsoever, and then you go over there, you kill his daughter. Like, yeah, I got your daughter. That's murder right here. But nobody say anything about that. They're like, well, the U.S. didn't know. If they knew, they would have stopped Ukraine. For sure, they would have stopped Ukraine. There's no doubt. They would have stopped him. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you say, son. Look, the violence is increasing. The punishment is increasing. The food pricing, everything is increasing upon those people. It's not getting any better. This thing is falling real fast. Give me a second. Where did I put this? All right. I knew it. I'm running out of water. I have no water. Yeah. All right. So, brethren, what those people are doing, they're trying to make it seems like they're trying to make it seem. Mhm. They're trying to make it seems like one, this thing is not happening to, and if it's happening to us. Another report that came out. Let it play so the nation can know what's going on here. Okay. Boy. Listen to
The FBI
this.
has released some new data today that shows violent crime in the U.S. is rising, but experts have a problem with the way that the data was collected. Fox 26's Sherman DeSalle breaking down some numbers and how Texas compares to the rest of the country.
The latest FBI numbers show violent crime is rising in the United States. Their annual estimate released Wednesday shows murders went up 4.3% in 2021. Rape numbers have climbed as well, matching high levels seen in 2020. Texas has already adopted the National Incident-Based Reporting System, and the state shows a high crime rate, over 113,000 incidents reported. But experts say the new data doesn't show the whole picture because of that same reporting system. Major metro areas like New York and Los Angeles police departments aren't included in the new calculations. We want to have good answers, we want to have good data, but the sad reality is that this year's FBI report is not something that I think we can rely on to get a real sense of where things are. Houston numbers are high for 2021 at over 28,000 violent crimes reported. They don't top the previous year. Officials who attended this week's National Night Out event say it's still a concern, and it can be tackled with the help from the public. We've approached the early 90s numbers, which were our zenith. So I don't look at a month-by-month decline. I look at long-range trends, and we're way up. By working together with our communities, increasing awareness, trying to get more people to report, we can do that. In Houston, Sherman DeSalle, Fox 26 News.
All right. Oh boy. I told this woman I'm doing this thing. Don't make use, but hey, that's what she does. Yes. They are seeing an increase of violence, and they do not understand. They refuse to understand and comprehend that this thing is upon them. What they are saying, you heard what they said. The expert disagree. Let me play this again, Bridget. You have to listen to what they say. Listen close to what those people are saying. Now, the expert are disagreeing on violence data. Why?
The FBI has released some new data today that shows violent crime in the U.S. is rising, but experts have a problem with the way that the data was collected.
They have a problem with the way the data was collected. Now, why is that, Bridget? Why would the so-called expert, they never had any problem before? Expert usually come and say, we love the way this, man, publish it all over. All of a sudden now, brethren, they have a problem the way this was collected. But why? Why would you expert that never had a problem always come together, because the report always on a specific group of people? Okay, it's always on a specific group of people. Yeah, some people may be in there, but they are not as high as the other group of people. When they saw the data, the statistics that they brought to them, they were enraged. It did not conform to their guideline. It did not satisfy and struck certain ego. That's right. The data did not say a certain 13% of the population, they make 99% of the crime. They have all the STDs. They are the poorest. They are the this, they are the wait, hang on. This thing is like, wait, and they disagree. They're like, we don't like the way you collect this data. What do you mean you don't like the way that I collect it? We collect this thing the same way we've been collecting them. Well, I disagree. You know when this is a dude you went in the boxing ring with, you knock off his team all around, okay, all right, you knock off his team, you beat him KO, he got knocked out, you won the match, and then he like, I disagree with your winning. Okay, why do you disagree? I just disagree. So what's up? Okay, why do you disagree? I disagree the way you knock me out. You shouldn't. I knock you out all the time. So you knock me out. So what is it? I disagree with that. Okay, so because you said you disagree, that means my winning is void. All right, thank you, beloved sister Talisha Holland, for the super chat. All praises to the Most High. To the chest. Thank you, beloved sister. Those same people, you know what they will say, brother? They will say, well, you know, we disagree. Therefore, this data is invalid. It's not good. We deny it. We don't want any. Yeah, well, because you know why? The data shows that how you so-called 83s, you Gentiles are not only taking each other out, but other people are coming and take you out worldwide. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, judgment is set. There is nothing you can do that can stop this, slow this down. Thank you, beloved brother Jose Morales, for the super sticker. Now those people are getting nervous, man. Well, at this point now, they are panicking, man. Somebody said like their husband been saying since 2020 they were acting up in the census. That is true. They had the last census was 2020. Till now, brothers, you know they don't release the result, the true result of that census they have 2020. Look, the census used to be all over the news. White supremacists used to be all over in all thread media, all places, talking about how great they are expanding, they are growing, everything and stuff. All of a sudden now everybody nobody's saying anything now. Everybody keep quiet. Like, yo, what's going on with this census? Till now, at least I don't. I don't even know how is our people in that census? Are we 10%, 13% still? What is it? What seems to be the problem? They don't roll this thing all over and showing how great the economy. Well, the economy is still great to them. How great their numbers, because brothers, this thing is upon them and it's not looking good. Just like Survival Lily told you, Europe is done. And they despise her for that, okay? They started to attacking her. Other preppers. They like, she's a liar. She's working for the globalists. She tried fear-mongering because she didn't tell them what they wanted to hear. Beloved, because of the whole good stuff that are happening, we will pray. We will pray for humbleness, meekness, understanding, and clarification. We will pray for thanksgiving. We will pray for more judgment. I don't know. I don't know if our friend just passed here. It seems I see something. It could be my glasses messing up, but anyway. Beloved, let us pray. And then we will revise certain things that happen, and then we will let the nation know what it is. Forgive me, brethren, if because everything is inbuilt now. My microphone is this thing. it's not working. I mean, it's not connecting. My little what this thing called again? My little camera. What is it? My little Z Next Go camera. It's not connected, so the system is weird. When I'm praying, it's like I have to black this so this would pop up in front of me so I can see the chart. I cannot see the chart properly unless I do this. So, and I don't want the people that come to know that I don't, I don't see I don't see, they're not seeing my face. They could say, oh, and stuff like that. But that's how I'm gonna have to do this, to make it better so I can see what's going on in the chart a little, or I can just leave it right here and read the chart later on because this thing is just it's messing up my eyes and stuff. But beloved, whether they want it or whether they don't, brethren, these things is gonna keep coming and there's no slowdown. Great glory, great praise goes unto you, mighty one, you that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. We give you great, great, great praise. We exalt your name above all. We know that you are in the midst. We come before you, holy and respected one. We come to seek knowledge. Yes, you have given unto us a lot of knowledge. Last night we had studied and read the principle, the 30 principle of Sagittarius. Yea, there are many intelligences out there that are here to help us when we are ready to build everything back. Of course, we will not use our own strength, just like we are not using our own strength to take the enemy down. You are doing it. Yea, there are still great confusion in the midst. Why the violence is increasing, why the killing, the raping, the shooting, the murdering, the kidnapping, all of those things, why they keep happening. Yea, they are happening because of you all doing this. We have no power whatsoever as human beings, as the children of the light, to go around and do those things. You are doing them. You are doing them with your power, and we say thank you. Thank you for not giving us into great shame and great reproach. Thank you for giving us into glory. Thank you for giving us unto respect. Thank you for giving us unto safety. Yea, the mighty one has remembered the covenant. Yes, he covered us. He sheltered us from all those things that happened. Of course, now they are seeing the hurricane now every single year, a hurricane land in Florida. Whether it's not, if it's not in Florida, it landed in Louisiana, Texas. When they used to have 4, 5, 6 years, 10 years, no hurricane ever landed on the mainland. Now hurricanes are landing every single year without miss. And when it landed in a specific area. Yes, indeed. Ever since Hurricane Michael, 7 years ago, it had devastated the Panhandle. Till now, those people never recovered, and they will never recover. Yes, the Gentiles like to say, we will build. No, you won't. Not this time. Because everything those people been doing, they were doing it under the blessing. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Yes, the mountains, the little lands, the little hills. Exalt his name. Praise and exalt him above all forever. The waters, the wind, the fire, the air, the earth. Exalt his name above all forever. Yes, beloved, we are the only people. I'm not saying here, but the child that is connected, the children that is connected to the mighty one, all the people that can do this. 83 cannot. That is why they are sitting there and they are wondering what the hell is going on. Why is all those things are coming against us now? Why are people fleeing to the Caribbean? Why are we seeking safety in third world country when it used to be the other way around? Yes, we are seeing the increase of violence. The sword is indeed in the midst because we had paid for our 400 years. It wasn't easy, beloved. That 400 or 500 years that we went through, that Jacob's trouble, wasn't easy, man. That was like the worst thing that ever happened so far to a group of people. We got worse thing coming, but this worst is not going to be for us. Be at peace, beloved brothers and sisters. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. The so-called FEMA will not enter the hood. The military, the so-called UN will not get together to enter the hood. They barely can enter Russia or Ukraine or whatever. Be at peace. The mighty one send great peace upon you. Yes, he knows that you're struggling. He knows that you are dealing with things. Hold on. If they didn't kill you from back then, they won't get you now. If the enemy did not kill you during the 400 years that you were enslaved and chattel slave and all sort of things, he cannot kill you while he is being enslaved. The enemy cannot touch you or do anything to you while the Messiah is doing everything to him. Give the mighty one great praise, great glory. We serve a great God. We must understand and comprehend, understand and understand that the priesthood of Mahan is defeated. That is why you see the so-called T.D. Jakes is passing the lantern or the torch to his daughter. I have no idea what this woman named. I don't even know her. They are passing the torch because the Messiah break both of their hands. One persistence fellow we still have is that fellow, the Mr. Stone himself. That guy, man, his videos, like, yo, I don't talk about them. Just because we don't talk about this fellow doesn't mean he stopped. He's still in the midst. He swagger jack our whole dream a sister have. The whole vision that he have. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory. Beloved, the battle is still here, still going on. The battle is still in the midst, and it's still hard. We cannot slack up. We cannot turn back. We cannot just have little bickering squabble in the midst of us. We have bigger fish to fry. We have a freaking Leviathan to fry, man. You know what that is? That means you have to make a pan the size of a Leviathan. All your tools has to be that size to fry this freaking fish, so to speak. Those people are in trouble. They are going to be in trouble. They will still be in trouble. Brethren, girded your loin. Don't think because things have somewhat relaxing some way, somewhere, upon our people think we're out of this fight. Bonjour, Mesh Johnson. We need to keep moving. We need to keep on praying. The AK Warriors, you are doing a phenomenal job. You are doing a great job, the best job. You are doing the job that the mighty one put you to do here. This is your mission, and you are fulfilling your mission, damn it. It is because of 1/3 of our prayer, or one divided by 3 pi of our prayer. It is because of you, your fasting, your praying, why things are the way that they are. Why those people, they cannot get a grip. The mighty one hear your call. He hear your cry. As we are here, we thank him. We give you great thanksgiving. We give you our spiritual anana for offering. We say thank you for giving us the knowledge we had lost back unto us. We give you great praise, great glory. Thank you for covering us. Thank you for covering our people. May you still continue covering us and providing for us. And yes, beloved, we did say in the next coming few days, you will see great things. Look what happened over there in Thailand. It's still going to get worse. You see, every day that you wake up, you never had a great news, a good news. They shall have no peace. They shall have none. If they shall have none, they have none. That means the other person shall have peace, and we have all the peace. I'm not moved, brethren. I'm very calm. I don't know about you, beloved sisters. I am very calm. I know the mighty one got my back and got my people back. I know the mighty one and his angels and his intelligences are protecting us around the world. I am not moved. I am not dismayed. I am not scared. Above all, I fear none. In fact, beloved, the mighty one is moving me towards things that I was like, Father, I had discussed this with you. I failed. He said, you had failed because you had a curse upon you. We had failed because we had a curse, and the curse is being removed. Try in my name. I give you access to all my angels. He's the key to my treasure. Try me. And I give him great glory, great praise. Beloved, we thank all of you. We thank all of you that always pray. Keep on praying, brethren. Keep on fasting. Keep on studying your magic, man. Keep on experimenting. Keep on knowing who you are. You will figure out who the Most High is. You figured out the Most High always been there with you. He never did leave you. Keep on studying. Study the best that you can. And well, above all, rest. Rest when it's the time, say rest. Take a little time off from all those news. Spend some time with yourself. Get to know thyself. Relax. Nothing's going to come upon you by the so-called the Gentiles. By the holy and terrible, great power, the mighty one vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace to the angels, to the Holy Spirit. Go in peace. Continue doing your job. We give the Holy One great praise, great glory, Selah, so be it. To all the angels, Gabriel, the angels of message, take all our prayers and bring them in front of the mighty one. We are in a time of thanksgiving. Beloved brothers and sisters, you may go. If you wish to leave, we are going to discuss a little bit of what happened in Thailand and what happened in Texas, all over the world in the United States, so to speak. Thank you, beloved. Somebody had mentioned there was something in Texas related to a billboard. Again, I can see the chart, the way that is moving, the way that my computer is set up. Oh, yes, Psalm 51. Oh, boy, I forgot completely about this. Let me get Psalm 51 so we can get this. Okay, Psalm 51, beloved. Thank you, Sister Andav here. I always forget about Psalm 51. Today is Zedek. We had made a covenant. Okay, Psalm 51, we read it on the behalf of us in the nation. We repent all the time. Let us read Psalm 51. Okay. Again, somebody remind me after Psalm 51 to talk about what the billboard over there saying Texas. I think someone sent me this thing. I forgot it. The billboard about the indigenous people are now their head, and then they know the other tale. Let's read Psalm 51. All right. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies. Blot out my transgressions, wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sins is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part, in the hidden part, thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Yes, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, Almighty One, a renew and right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then I will teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, Almighty One, thou God of my salvation. And my tongue shall sing aloud thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifices, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of the mighty one are broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and a whole burnt offering. Then shall they offer bullocks upon thy altar. All praises, glory, glory, glory. All right then. Yes. Again, hydrated the holy temple with the Holy Spirit. Psalm 51, we said it for the nation, we said it for ourselves every single Thursday. 51 verse 7 is to give me a second here. Oops. Yes. 51 verse 7 is to make holy water. You can use that to activate your pentacle by literally put the hyssop and water and salt, and then you bless it. You have this type of power and bless your own pentacle or whatever that you wish to bless, and moving on. Okay. Now, concerning what happened in Thailand, beloved, okay, we're just going to brush on that. Again, for those of you who don't know, we don't want to confuse you. There's a fellow, ex-police officer, okay, that went into Thailand, well, over there in Thailand, and what they call this thing again? In a daycare, okay? He went into a daycare. He popcorn, he jiffy pop the whole place. He threw a bag of popcorn. He took out 22 children. We don't know yet because really I don't care about this thing. I know the mighty one is indeed in the midst, but he took out like 22 children, okay? And 8 adults. He took 31 people out, all right? And then he went home, and then he took his wife and his child out. He ran over a guy on a bike, okay? He did a bunch of things. So those things happen, brothers. They are happening because of what those people did to us. Every single nation around the earth, they were involved in our destruction. Okay. All right. A children daycare, brethren. Okay. Now, beloved, let us just let us just sit down and think for a second, man. You as a parents, some of you had children. Some of you, your kids grown. You got little kids also. You sent your children, your daughter, your son, your grandson, or your granddaughter, your nephew, your niece to a daycare. And what you expect from a daycare, brethren, is the kids to play with other kids and learn while you being at work or doing whatsoever, and then you come back, you pick up your kids, man. Can you imagine, brethren, man? They called you. They said there has been an MS at that daycare. Out of all the places, man, why would those people keep doing this? Why they keep targeting kids? Why they are targeting little children? I mean, why would they keep doing that? You want to know why, brothers? Well, one thing, they were axing our pregnant women belly. You know, they used to take their axes and the sword to find out how sharp it is. Okay, they will cut the baby out of the belly and stomp on the head, okay, and throw the baby to the dogs. They do these things. One of the other thing, you know why? Because those people pretend whatever's happening here in America as all over the world is happening because of abortion. They think, oh, well, you know, because we lost our way, we start doing abortion. Or it's not happening because you threw our baby to alligators, right? Is that what that is? I mean, you use our children, our little babies, for alligator baits. You know, you use them for dog food. You grind them up and give it to your dog. You even eat our babies. Do you know that the slave masters, especially in Haiti, they were known as what you're calling a lugao? They used to eat our babies, man. It was a delicacy in the midst of those people. And you sit there, you're wondering, like, oh, why is this happening to our children? Well, you eat our babies for delicacy or delicatessen. It's something that is well recorded, and they left that evil demonic spirit back there on the island. They transferred that spirit to the people that want it. That's why they would love when our mothers used to give birth and then they have twins. That's why some of the time, if not most of the time, when a slave woman was raped by the master, the moment the baby is born, the mother say a prayer and lift up a rock and kill the baby, because she knew that this baby is not a righteous baby, and two, this baby going to suffer because they're going to eat the baby. That's what you people do. That's what you did. And then now you're wondering why this guy went over there and killed all those kids. Well, because you folks been doing on a bunch of those things, man. Can you imagine the pain, brothers? You sent your children to a daycare. You did not send them to an army training, some kind of police training, and then a cop, brothers. Not anybody else, brothers. A police officer, an ex-police officer, so to speak. A police officer went in there with a shotgun, a knife, and a 9mm and killed all those kids. And this isn't the first time things like that happen. I don't want to say this the name of the school, because one, YouTube, two, hey, I let those people, whatever they are grieving, let them grieve, man. That's why Alex John right now, he's paying like hell. He pays someone $50, $50 million, 50 millions or 58 millions. Because they have this mindset. You see, the so-called Gentiles right now, they don't say anything. They don't say, oh, it's a hoax what happened over there in Thailand. It's not true. It's a hoax, people. It was planned. It was, yeah. Well, the government over there, the so-called Thai people or Thailandese, those Siamese people over there, pay this guy to go over there and murder a bunch of children because they want to bring some false flags to make their people scared. Is that what that is? So Uvalde was something that I see scumbag online trying to prove Uvalde was fake. You know, the Illuminati, CIA put that MK Ultra things over there, and it's not real. I'm not scared and stuff. Of course you're not. You people do those things all the time. And now, what you are seeing, brothers, you are here in country like Japan. A few months ago, you see how one of those Japan ex-prime minister or prime minister was giving a speech. A dude snuck behind him with a homemade shotgun and blew his back wide open. Unheard of. One dude, he could not get any cookies. He find out, you know what? If I can get any cookie, I'm just going to go in the train. He stopped stabbing beautiful women. He started going around and find attractive women and stop them in Japan. In Russia the other day, there was an MS in another school, man. What's the update on that MS over there in Japan, man? And in Russia, man? Anybody can tell us, when did this happen? All right, everybody, shut up about this, man. Now, for some reason, Chicago literally disappeared from the news. How about Chicago? What about Chicago? Chicago. Now you got bigger things to worry about. You see, your enemy keep attacking you because you never give them something to get busy. When somebody don't have to go to work, that person don't have to do anything, that all her bills is paying, all everything is paying, then that enemy have time to battering you. He's not sick. Nothing happened to him. Once you give that person something in their hand, you will bear. You're like, what happened to the neighbor? This guy usually all up in my ass. What happened? Where is he? He's busy. He's busy. He's dealing with some stuff. The reason why those people always battered on us because we always pray for them. Oh, Big Levi, we need to gather and say a prayer for those children over there. Okay, Alex Jones was ordered to pay 45 million to one family and I think 8 million to another. Brethren, that's the mentality and the mindset of 83. Everything is fake until it's real to them. Everything is a hoax until it happened to them. Slavery was a hoax. It didn't happen. Those people they were enslaved, we are just providing for clothes and give them some work. We civilize them. I wasn't true. Okay. Up until it will happen to you, up until it's happening to you. And you realize, oh, no way out of this. We must tell and bring those things to the attention of those people because they acting like not only those things are happening randomly or no, it's like well, they're just happening and nothing is causing them. You can see the stress, you can feel the level of shame in the midst of 83. The violence is increasing, man. Not only the violence, brothers, everything that is not good is in the midst of those people. I believe 2 or 3 days ago, the beloved sister, Lisa Cabrera, has released a video about STDs. How this thing is ravaging certain community. You see, now that we're not out of the wait. When is the hurricane season? Is fully. When is the hurricane season is done? The fires in California are still going. Okay, they just don't talk about it. November. Okay, November. We are in October now. October the 7th. October 17th. This is a great day. A grim day. Monday, October 17th. This is a great day. This is when they kill our emperor, the Haitian emperor. He was murdered. October 17th. That's a grim day. A horrible day. 17 is October 17 is a day of mourning for our people. So in November. Now we are, I don't know, somewhat. We're going to be out in November 1st. Let's say November, right? For they like this catastrophe when with hurricane. So right after this hurricane, you are entering the winter. You're entering the snowy season. Now, people mostly gonna say, "Oh well, the winter ain't gonna be that brutal." Yeah, it ain't gonna be brutal here. But what about Europe, man? What about Europe? Yes, I wouldn't count on it. Remember how the Midwest got hit with tornadoes in December? Never seen it. Never happened. The news anchor literally sit there and say this never ever happened in the history of. The guy say, "Hey, this never happened, ever happened in the history of happening." Tornadoes in December, and it wasn't one region. It was multiple tornadoes in multiple states. And the guy, he's standing there, look at the people, it's like, yo, uh, this never happened. This never happened. But indeed, he sit there, he watch it happen. But we will see, Brethren. Now we can identify the mighty one is using the weather, nature, to kick those people out. All right, and you see, some of you saw the video about when those people went to the beach over there in California, I guess. One of those sea lion came in and chased them. Sharks are biting and eating those people. Okay, the cruise ships are being repossessed. All right, they had this giant Hong Kong restaurant and that giant floating boat. Went out of business and the boat flipped and sank off in the ocean. you got those people over there in the Haitian party in the pool, and all of a sudden the pool water is dropping. It felt like somebody put a giant straw in the pool and start sucking up the water. Everybody run, and there was one dude keep partying, and then the sinkhole swallow him up. You see how the sinkholes are opening over the giant, massive sinkhole in Turkey. Brethren, if sinkhole are opening like that, that means there is something that is hollow at the bottom. There's a crevice at the bottom. If sinkhole in Florida is known as the state of sinkhole, okay, that means under Florida, if you dig deep enough, you will fall somewhere that will be big enough. Remember that video in China? They found a whole forest, brothers, under the earth. You know, you are hearing more and more of sinkhole. You are seeing how the glacier, okay, and the North Pole, South Pole are melting at an astonishing speed. When that guy went over there, the glacier or the glacier, they all melted so fast that they are finding, brethren, okay, wreckage of a plane that was that got hit in the 1960s. Okay, 1960s to 2022. That's over like 50 years, over 50 years ago. And they find those wreckage. They find the bones and stuff like that. Now we know the Most High is using nature, the weather, to kick those people out. Two, he's using the so you know what those Gentiles used to do? When they were, it's now you find out how good the blessing was upon those people. You always thought that they were that smart. You always thought like they were somewhat capable of those things. And when you find out, wait a minute, they were using the blessing. Now, the Gentiles have something they used to do. They always take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation. Anything bad that happened to the people, they present it to us something marvelous, something good. What I mean by that, when those people were in their blessing, if a disaster happened in their places, somewhat kind of like brush against them, they all up over the news, showing how the people are cleaning and nothing really happened, although it's bad. And then they say they will build, and then they built. When the drugs epidemic hit our people in our community, those people were building prison. They were putting more police officers, more cops. And if you shoot a cop, that's a life, that's a death penalty. Those people were partying, making fun of us, call us welfare queen. Pull yourself by the bootstrap. Look at me. I have a job. I don't beg the government. When tornado hit my house, when a hurricane hit my house, I fix it. I have insurance. Look at you people over there in Louisiana. Your animals are looting. And then now when it happened to them, it's a problem now. Now look at you. Look at me. Now look at you again. You see how the whole hurricane thing is really bad in Florida, but they, just it happened. Stuff. How many people that die? Like 100, 100, 100. Mm-hmm. Yes, remember snakes and gators hanging out on the still floodwater street? Yes. Remember last year when the hurricane happened in on Louisiana, and there was a dude, him and his wife. Something happened. The wife said, "Don't go." He tried to swim to go get something, and the alligator grabbed that guy, and the alligator the gator tear him apart and kill him. The gator killed him. The wife literally called the police, but the police didn't come because she didn't say the keyword. Remember that other little lady 2-3 months ago, and that golf place went by the little pond, and an alligator jump out of there, grab her, pull her in there. There's something beautiful that I saw in the street of Louisiana, so to speak. Uh, it was beautiful, man. Sometimes we see beautiful things. I love fish, anything that swim in the water. I'm fascinated about that. While we were watching the neighborhood, there was a dolphin. There was a dolphin going in the neighborhood. You see the dolphin running in the hood. It was beautiful. It's just like you see the dolphin, and it's just. I'm like, wow, a dolphin in the hood. That's beautiful. He just go around the hood, jump out of the water. I'm like, wow, that's you never heard of something like this, man. It was beautiful. I'm like, wow. And then we start seeing all those things. We warn those people, brethren. We warn them. Okay, we warn them. We warn them about the fish. Remember when we saw the fish, the opa fish? We told them the opa fish is that this is not good. This is not good news. But what did they say? We made a music about the opa fish. We saw the anglerfish. All right, remember the anglerfish? This fish, brethren, lives so deep in the sea that he produces his own light. It has like a little tail that come out his head that has light in it. Called the anglerfish. We told them, we said, those are horrible warning, terrible, terrible things going to happen to you, Gentiles. Repent, cleave. Well, none heard, yield. Nobody hearkened. There was another fish that we saw, the sunfish. Remember, the sunfish was wading 8 feet, 7 feet wide, 9 feet tall. We told them that's perfect destruction is coming to you. And then the fish weighed over 400 pounds. Is that what that was? We told them like that's sort of 400. It is coming. Remember all those dollar fish? Is that what they call them? Dollar fish that stake up the whole beach. We told them this is not good. This is not good. Remember when we saw those people are seeing whales entering the Hudson River, certain new species of whales. They don't know what they are, brother. They say, oh, those are new species of whales. Sometimes that's not what that thing is. Sometimes, brethren, it could be the uanis. It could be the remember that giant whale, that giant shark with the human eye, the video with the giant shark that appear and then it open his eye. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that, brethren? The video with the giant shark that has the human eye. When it opened the eye, it was a human eye. Technology that is beyond those people comprehension. Certain time those people see those things, they don't know what they are. They could be other people that are using organic spaceship or some kind of new animal they said to look what's going on the surface. If there are people living inside of the earth, you better believe it. There are people living under the sea and above the firmament. Yes, the marine kingdom is well aware. They got positive being over there and negative being. They call it the Undine, the Undine kingdom. Those things truly exist. The marine kingdom has a horrible reputation, but it's, Oh, yeah, with the Texas billboard, anybody can provide a source for that? Before we will let the folks go, anybody can provide a source. We already discussed the whole TD Jakes fiasco, that whole debacle. You see how those people are falling. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can say. You will see those animals, brethren. You will see them. Okay. Again, like I said, we discussed about brother discussing that. When those people see, when they start really seeing things, again, the media somewhat still have some kind of control. Okay. Some kind of control over what they call this again. Over the media, over the people. What's gonna happen, brothers? Okay, certain things you will see. If you do not have the spirit on you, your heart gonna give up. Your heart going to give up. You're going to die. Certain entities you will see, you literally going to die because your eyes were not meant to see that. If you did not have quote unquote the spirit in you, you'll die. Again, like we said, brothers, those so-called, if an animal like a leviathan or mermaid or dragon is barely being seen, that means they're super smart. They are very intelligent. Thank you, beloved sister Queen Mommy. You see, this thing, brothers, there is nothing they can do, sisters. Rejoice. Rejoice, man. We just tell the Father, thank you for not giving us into shame, man, because all those people want to do, brothers, it's just putting fear in us. Oh, the Most High gonna get you, man. Oh, man, this going to happen to you, man. What please tell me one more thing or one thing those Gentiles will do unto us they haven't done before. What they're gonna do? Put drugs in our community, trying to destroy us with drugs? What they're gonna do? Profiling us when we're driving around? What they're gonna do? Infecting us with syphilis, infecting us with HIV/AIDS, redlining us. Please tell me something they're going to do to us that would be so bad that, like, oh, this is the first time they tell me. What else? What else are they going to do? So you mean to tell me, let's say those people that are in Sanibel Island over there in Florida. So those people going to say, you know what? I'm not going to build because they're going to left their pride. They're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to take the money from the insurance and I'm going to come to the hood and then do something to black people. I don't know. Call the police on them. Is that what that is? Is that what you people are going to do? You see, you are seeing a decrease on Gentiles attacking our people. When it comes to online, because those so-called those people weren't trolls; they were acting like trolls. Those people are busy. You think the people in Sanibel Highland have the time to come in the chat right now trying to disprove something? You think those people that their house burned down over there in California with all the computers and phone have the time to come over there and trying to say, oh, you don't know what you're saying, the Greeks and the woman and stuff? You think those hurricane porn places, those people have the time now to go around and sit in the house and watch the neighborhood? We are the neighborhood watcher, and then we see a brother walking around, deliver some food, some driver doing their Uber Eats and stuff. They call the police. Oh, there is a guy over there, and going to the doors to check places. You think they have time for this now? That's right. They have done everything to us. It has reached the heaven. There's nothing else that needs to be done. They can't. What else they going to do? I don't know. Get a gun and shoot you? But Big Levi, that they never done that before. Gentiles never. No. Wait a minute. We have to watch what has never happened to them. Those hurricane never happened to them. Those school shooting never happened to them. It happening, but things like that never happened to them. Their family, the suicide, the 988 or 99998. What else, beloved? What else those people going to do to us that they haven't done? They done everything. There's nothing else to do is to just wait for the punishment. Now we all know the whole thing about Brett Favre and all that, but nothing happening to this fellow. Okay. All right. This dude, he hired, I heard he hired the same lawyer as a huh? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what. Oh, it's already then 1:30. The Trump fellow, uh, um, uh, the Trump fellow, the Brett Favre hire Trump lawyer. I don't know. You gotta get me out of this and stuff like that. That's all you people been doing: stealing, swagger jacking, and then make yourself like seems the most righteous people on earth. Not only you are righteous, you look like God, you look like Jesus, you are God and Jesus, you are everything. You have the high moral. You are man, time is up. That's it, man. Eric Hershman, is that what that fellow named Eric Hershman? Forgive me, Bridget. Now the chart that I'm have here, it's different than yours. That's why, brethren, rejoice, man. Rejoice because you finally see your enemies falling. That's why they always say, oh, don't fall at your enemy. The Bible says, don't rejoice at your enemy when he is falling. Yeah, they don't tell you why the Bible says this. It says this because David brothers hated him. Saul hated David. And then when David brothers were proudly talking about how David was falling, Samuel said to them, hey, don't do this. Remember, he's your enemy. He's also the king, your brother. You know? And then they use that against us. Regin, you need to tell those people they ain't gonna do nothing. You preppers, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You survivalists out there, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna do nothing. Every single thing's going to happen to you. Everything that you done to us will happen to you without no fail, without no missing, no mark. Everything will happen accordingly 10 times upon you. You cannot run. You cannot flee. You people are coming in the Caribbean, the Puerto Rican, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican, Haiti. You are flooding this place thinking like you can flee what's going over there in Europe because there's war in Europe. Oh, hell no. You ain't going to flee anywhere. For those of you that are coming in the Caribbean, those of you that are going to come in the hood, you're coming to serve your slavery there. Beloved, mark our words. They will come in the hood. It's not like they are moving to the hood, this and that. They just moving and things like that. And stuff like that. Oh yes, sorry about the Texas billboard. I believe somebody said somebody sent me something. I think I misplaced it about the Texas billboard that said the indigenous people of the land is now the head, and those people know they are the tail. Okay, they know that. They well aware of this. You know, they're well aware because when they watch the news, when they step outside. Let me close with this story. This thing just pop up in my mind. Some of you may live in Florida. Before I let you go, oh man, Mom, she's getting ready. Let me close with this. You know how those people know they are the head, they are the tail, and we are the head? Yesterday, last night, no, 2 nights ago, we were on the live, and I received a call from a good friend of mine, my brother. Okay, my brother. He called me, and he said something, and I was so pissed off. I was on the live. I was so angry. Well, you people didn't see this. I blacked this, and I was cursing, and I'm like, damn, calm down. This is what happened. I used to stay in a place called Margate. Some of you may be familiar with Margate. I went to high school there. Great place. And that place is mostly Gentiles. If it's not Gentiles, it's people that look like us, but they are very peaceful. And most of the people that stays there are firefighters, police officers, and nurses. All right, that's what mostly stay over there in Margate. There is a city that is adjacent to Margate. It's called Pompano, North Lauderdale, and there's another city that I despise and hate because it's too far, and I keep getting ticket pull over there called Coral Spring. And there is another city called Boca Raton. Boca is known as one of the base for the Ish people. Okay, there's a lot of Ish live there, so they literally took over Boca. Now, when I was staying over there, brethren, you could sleep with your door unlocked and open. Nothing will happen to you. You can walk anywhere. Nothing's happening to you. Yesterday, somebody tell me about my brother called me. He said, "Yo, dude, the wife went to school with the car. They stole the car. They stole the car." When he called me, he said this, I was so pissed off because I was just in prayer. I was praying and I prayed for him and his wife. And I tell the mighty one to cover him and his wife because he had helped me tremendously. And they stole the car. It was a 2016-17 Chevy Traverse, something like that. They stole it when she was in class, and then they stole the car in a very quiet, a place that in beautiful place. So when they stole the car, I would say Tuesday. He called me the same Tuesday. I went into prayer immediately, and then they found the car on Wednesday. The cop, when they find a car, the cop say this is unusual. He said this has never happened before. He said not only they found your car, but the car had a little a bumper damage because the people that swagger jacked the car, they were smoking and do drugs in the car and stuff like that. So he said this never happened before. Not only the person that stole your car, they found a car in Boca. Okay, they found a car in the H community. It wasn't, well, I'm not gonna say who, but it wasn't us. It wasn't us. And the cop was explaining to him how bad it is in that community over there. In those two communities, Margate, Boca, and so the cop was explaining how bad that Haitian is over there. Florida is the capital city of Riyadh, right? And when my brother was talking to me, I'm like, "Yo, son, what happened over there?" In my mind, I still, when you move from a place, you live with the memory and the memory photocopy of the place. You always expect when you come back, you're gonna see things the same way that you left it. Come to find out, man, this thing is deep. A lot of them are now committed not horrible crime, petty crime, breaking into your car, stealing your car, do all sort of nonsense to you. They found the car, and they found the people that did this, but they are not our people. They are not kinfolk. They strung out, heavy users. There's that thing called, there's a name for it. What is the blues? It's not fentanyl, though. It's another one they have now. Young people, brothers, young. 18, 19, young people. They found them, strung out. They were so badly, they could not even drive the car. They found the car. And I give the mighty one praises and glory. And I'm like, yo, those people are falling real fast at an astonishing speed. And when they hit the ground, it's going to be splat. Beloved, stick and stay in prayer. Do not be distracted. Keep on moving. Keep on going. Somebody say Gentiles that they know really well rob a bank in Luther, Michigan. I couldn't believe that he did that. Look, so-called Gentile, Mom, Okay, she's still getting on. So-called Gentiles, brothers, they are very good of hiding who they are. They are great liars. They are very good of camouflaging themselves. When they're in the midst of you, they're all civilized and stuff. When the money is flowing, they're all good. But the moment the money is not flowing, the wife like, yo, I gotta leave you, man. You ain't making that thing. Hey, I gotta leave. When they cannot keep up the charade, when they cannot keep up that 50, $60,000 car and then house they can't pay it and stuff, and they are in debt. What? They'll kill their own mother, their own father to get money. They wild bank. They'll do all sort of things. They sell drugs. They sell their body. They'll sell their children. What? There was a group of people somewhere, someplace that we knew. The best people, Christian people and stuff, the moment they start losing everything, things went upside down. Oh, they are, man. People start doing things and stuff, and now they lost the house because the feds came in and what? Beloved, okay, I will leave you with peace. Shalom. Tonight we will study if we have time, we will study the 30 principle of Capricorn. Any Capricorn in the midst? All right. Any Capricorn? Oh, we already talked about the billboard. Any Capricorn in the midst? We are going to talk about the 30 principles of Capricorn. Yeah, it's time for you to rest, brethren. Rest, man. Get some peace for yourself. Let those people go around and do their stuff. All right. Thank you for the Zedekites. Thank you for all of you that join us. Tonight, 8:30, 7:30, we will go with Capricorn. So the Capricorns that are here, please join us to see what you have in your house. You got 30 amazing things, okay? Shalom. All right, fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.